Hi, my name is Aysha, and today I'm going to be making some really delicious vegan corn fritters. So let's get started. So first you're going to start with, this is about 2.5 cups of sweet white corn. I definitely prefer to use the white corn over traditional yellow corn. It gives it a little bit of a sweetness and just has a really good balance when the recipe is done overall. So this is about 2.5 cups. This was frozen and I just defrosted it. You could also use fresh corn, whatever you have on hand. Okay, and then we're gonna use my Cuisinart food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you could do the next step a little differently and I'll show you how. So you're going to start off and you're going to put your corn in your food processor. And try not to spill, which I always do. Alright. And now we're going to pulse the corn just so it gets a little mashed. You don't want to have it continuously on and end up with cream corn. We just want it a little bit mashed up. Now if you don't have the food processor, you can just mash it in a bowl. So I'm gonna turn this on. Now I'm gonna just do a couple quick pulses. Again, we don't want it to get completely mushy. We just wanna mash it a little. All right, looks pretty good. So now we're gonna transfer it to our mixing bowl. For this recipe, I'm going to use 1 green bell pepper. You could use any color. I'm gonna just chop this off into quarters, and I'm gonna actually just, to make things a little bit easier, just put it back into my food processor so we can get some small, nice cuts.
Meant to be in the great outdoors.
Perfect. And now this goes into our mixing bowl with the sweet corn. Now if you wanted to do it a little bit spicy, at this point you could also add some chopped jalapeno. My husband can't eat jalapeno, so I'm not gonna add it. So we're just gonna do corn and the green bell pepper. Now we're going to season it a bit. So for seasoning, I'm going to do some sea salt. You could use regular salt as well. Just season to taste. So I'm doing maybe half a tablespoon. Then we're gonna add some black pepper, some onion powder. Now I'm eyeballing this all right now, but this would probably be about a teaspoon. Again, it's just whatever you prefer. And then we're gonna add some garlic powder. Now we really love garlic in this house, so I'm adding a pretty substantial amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and now mix the seasonings. Because it's vegan, we're not going to use egg as a binder. I'm going to just use some canola oil or vegetable oil for my binder. And I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of oil. And now I'm doing a cup of all-purpose flour. Alright. So while you're mixing the flour in, you're going to want to kind of gauge the consistency. And make sure you have it kind of sticky, kind of like this, because we're gonna be forming patties and we want it to stick together. If you notice that it's not sticky enough, go ahead and add in a little bit more oil until you get your right consistency. And then also, if it looks a little too wet, go ahead and add in a pinch more, about a tablespoon more at a time of flour until you get a consistency that you're happy with. This is the consistency you want. It's sticking together, not too sticky though, so it's gonna form a nice patty when we go ahead and fry these. All right, I'm using a green pan. It's a non-stick pan. You don't have to use non-stick, you can use just aluminum or whatever pan you have on hand. And I'm gonna start by getting my pan pretty hot. This is a really important step. So we're gonna get a hot pan, and then we're going to add some of that canola oil or vegetable oil we used just to pretty much coat the bottom of the pan. We just kind of want them to be golden brown at the end. So once your pan is hot, you're gonna get about a spoonful of your mixture, and you're going to drop it into the pan and kind of just smush it down a little bit. They might not be perfect circles, but they're still going to taste really amazing. So you're going to start with that, add a couple of these. This one I did a little bit bigger, and kind of just push them down a little bit so we can get it to be more like a fritter, which is a little bit thinner. Watch for the popping oil. It's been about 30 seconds, so the fritters are starting to get a golden brown edge. So at that time, they are ready to flip. So get your spatula. All right, there we go. It should take about 30 seconds to a minute to get brown if your pan was as hot as it was supposed to be. Nice golden brown consistency is what you want. Also have your container ready to put your fritters in. I have one with a lid so that they can stay warm, but you can just do a plate or whatever you have. Flip that guy, and this one. Golden brown on both sides. Let's put this guy in here. And then you're just gonna keep continuing through the batter, adding in as many as your pan fit at a time. Again, you just want a nice golden brown color. So excited to eat these. They pair really well with a garlic tahini sauce, which you will see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy these vegan corn fritters. For more recipes, click the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.